Welcome to the predicted starting 11 Saints to play Watford in the fourth round of the FA Cup. Let's get into the team. Before we get started, I put it out to you guys before last week's video. Can anybody predict Pellegrino's starting 11? And unfortunately, I couldn't find anybody that correctly predicted it. Now, to be fair, a lot of us did predict Shane Long to be in that starting lineup, and he was only ruled out at last minute with the flu. So that put all of our predictions out the window. So can you predict Pellegrino's starting 11 for this weekend? I want to know in the comments below. Starting off the internet then with Alex McCarthy. He looks like he's making that jersey his own. He's looking comfortable between the sticks and looking more and more confident every single week. His jersey is number one at the moment, and I'm not sure Forster will get in the team. Into the back four then. Now for me, I'm going to go ahead with the same back four that's played the last few weeks. So Cedric in at right back with Jack Stevens, Wesley Hoot and Ryan Bertrand on the left. Now Bertrand captained the side last week against Tottenham. Excellent display, leading by example. Could claim that assist for the Davison Sanchez own goal, and it looks like Stevens and Hoot are starting to grow together as that combination. Now Yoshida, he has been ruled in for the game, 100% fit, Pellegrino has mentioned in his conference, but I'd go with Stevens and Hoot once again. Into the holding midfield then, I'm going to go with Romeu and Højbjerg for this one. Now, last week I called all three of them. The three heavy hitters, Lamina, Højbjerg and Romeu. They were in last week's starting 11, but I think one of them, and I think this week it will probably be Lamina to miss out. Maybe not a popular choice, but I think Pellegrino is probably going to go for a bit more of an attacking approach this week to go for this game and progress to the next round. Højbjerg last week playing in the cam, or the central attacking midfield, the number 10. Strange, but he did offer a lot of pressure in that higher areas of the pitch. So, but for this week, Romeu and Højbjerg to play against Watford. Into the attacking midfield then on the right hand side, for me, easy. James Ward-Prowse, probably in the form of his life right now, really contributing to the squad with assists and goals in recent weeks, and so hard to drop him on his recent form. Now into the attacking midfield, the number 10, for me, I'm going to chuck in Stephen Davis. As I mentioned, I think one of the central midfielders will probably be rotated with Brighton and West Brom in mind. We need to keep that midfield fresh, because those games are 6 pointers. So I think Davis will come in for this game, perhaps not exceeding expectations recently, but that's his natural position. Put Højbjerg in a deeper role and push Davis up the pitch. Finishing off the midfield then on the left-hand side, I'm going with Dusan Tadic. Now he's been an influence over the last few weeks, really contributing in the final third, putting through those killer balls, those through passes that we've come to sort of know and love over the last few years. And hopefully now that we've got a big man up top, we can see a replica performance like we saw when he combined with Graziano Pella. And finishing off the starting 11, for me, I'm going to retain with Manolo Gabbiadini. Now he's been absolutely desperate for the goal for the last few weeks. I've been making those wonderful runs on the last shoulder of the defender, eager to get on the end of those balls. So I'd retain, see how he gets on. He was blowing last week. Obafemi comes on to make his first team debut, but we also need to consider Shane Long will be back fit. He'll be back with the squad this weekend, and of course, our brand new striker, Guido Carrillo, £19 million striker, 6'2", come from Monaco. Hopefully he'll be in the matchday squad. Hopefully they've registered him in time, and it'd be romantic to think if he comes off the bench, scores a goal to help us through to the next round, and instantly down in folklore history. If he's not in the squad, then for sure he will be playing against Brighton on Wednesday. Let me finish up then with my prediction. Now, we want one over Watford. Absolutely robbed at the beginning of the month from that deliberate handball from Decore. But I would think that we got enough in the tank this time round to really see them off and hopefully learn from those sort of mistakes which we saw in the Premier League earlier this month. So what I would say, I think Saints can go on to win this game. Hopefully we can do it comfortably. And it's also romantic to think if our new signing, Carrillo, comes off the bench, bangs in a header and progresses us to the next round. So what I'm going to say, if you want Saints to win 2-1, I think that's probably a fair bet. You'll get that 15-2 originally, and with your Ladbrokes odds boost, you'll get that 8-1. Certainly some good value in that bet right there. That wraps it up then for the predicted starting 11 to play Watford in the fourth round of the FA Cup. on Saturday afternoon. Don't forget to leave me your predicted teams. Let's see if anybody gets it right this week. And leave us your likes, your comments, and subscribe for more.